Hello, hello. Namaste, everyone. Hope you're feeling well, doing well. Just want to talk a little bit today about why we eat and why we detox, and encourage you if you're on that journey and trying to get towards ascension. We're all going towards ascension. That's the goal. We hope. Who knows, right? That's what I've been told. Um, so why do we eat? Why do you eat? You don't eat because you're hungry. So that triggers you to eat. You don't eat because you want to feel good because your grandmother used to make this thing, and so every time you eat it, you get this sense of nostalgia. You don't eat because things are delicious. We don't eat because it's 10, 12, and 5 or whatever time you eat your breakfast and dinner. None of those reasons are why we eat. We eat because we need energy. So what does that say about? Because remember what your body is. It's just a vehicle for your mind. Your mind is just a vehicle for your consciousness. And if you begin to view your body like a vehicle, you begin to see that the things you're putting in it and on it are actually just fuel. That may seem crude to call your body, which is so amazingly beautiful, just to compare it to a car, but it operates actually under the same laws as a car in physicality, right? We burn carbon, and that's simplistic, but it's the easy way to understand it. So why you eat is try to keep that in mind. I try to keep that in mind when I'm tempted by the banana bread, even though it's got fruit in the name. Don't be fooled, or whatever. Why I eat is for energy. And so what does that tell you about consuming foods? And then after you consume the foods, you have zero energy. And you're actually, after Thanksgiving dinner, we all go crash in front of the TV and watch football. Hell, people are falling asleep because that food that is supposed to nourish you actually takes energy from you. Because most of what we eat is fermented foods already. Cheese, breads, those are already fermented, and your body actually kicks out fermentation. It doesn't want fermentation. That's how Candida forms, and all these other organisms that live in us, that they feed on us, and we are the host. They basically feed on the foods that we can't use. And so there are two ways to digest food, or enzymatically you digest nutrient-rich food, but food that's inorganic, like breads and cheeses that are fermented foods, they're already fermented. They will only ferment further in your body, in your physical body. So why eat them? If you're trying to get rid of that stuff, if you naturally detox that out, why would you consume it? You're just creating more stress on your body, and those things actually only digest through the other little critters inside of you eating it, not your body digesting it enzymatically, which is what happens when you eat raw living food. All right, that's what happens when you eat fruit, is you digest it enzymatically. And if I ask you, I talk to people and I say, what foods do you know are good for you? Everyone says fruits and everyone says fruits and vegetables. And then they might go on, well, I think this is good, yogurt, blah, blah, blah. But everyone, if you know that these things are good for you, why not eat only them? And that allows your body to begin to detox the years of inorganic foods we've eaten. So that's what's worked for me. I want to stress that this is all about my game, and I'm trying to better myself and heighten my awareness. And so I broadcast this out to hopefully get some sort of feedback back from the people who are also interested in doing that, and also just to encourage anyone that listens that you are the key to your world. You are the only constant in your world. Nothing happens outside of you. The instrument you need and all the technology you need is already in you. No one can detox better than you. your body is from divine source, just as anyone else's is. Maybe, of course, genetically we have weaknesses and strengths, but those you're born with to equip you, for you to learn these lessons potentially, to navigate these deficits, if you want to call them if you want to call them such, right? That's just the mind again, labeling things. So don't get lost in that. Don't get lost in the mind. Appreciate physicality. That's why we come here. All the yogis, we try to go back. We want to ascend back up, and it's like, no, we're here. Let's be here. Let's play the game. It's a lot of fun. A lot of good people to play it with. So enjoy it. Get out and yeah. Thank it. Number one, I thank anyone that listens. I thank the people I surround myself with every day. I try to be very gracious to myself. Because that helps me be gracious to the world. And so God bless you. Remember, your body is just a car in a way. Alkaline principles in, acidic principles out. There are only two sides, and so you're either going one way or the other. So try to get on that alkaline side. Watch a Dr. Morse video. That man has the ways in which he's changed my life are innumerable, and his community is fantastic. So plug into that, or any community where you feel it's truth, and there's truth, and speak that truth. You'll know it when you see it. It's unmistakable. So thank you. God bless.